shit, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Real talk to one therapy, you know what I'm saying? That hood nigga boss, you know. Man, y'all know I don't get too fucked here, but you know. This shit so funny, man. I had to find me 2 fucks to give. I ain't lying for real. You know what I'm saying? I borrowed them bitches, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna return them back to the person I got the fucks from, you know what I'm saying? I don't really own the fucks, but I told them let me borrow 2 fucks, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta have 2 fucks to give, you know what I'm saying? Because there was some real interesting shit, you know what I'm saying? I had to think about it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I go to thinking? I think deep. I'm a Pisces, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my mind always running anyway, you feel me? So, peep down. Have my mind running, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Boom. I made a little post. I was like, shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Anybody want to know what I'm saying? Man, hey, send a nigga some, you know what I'm saying? Do this, you know what I'm saying? A little something, however it go, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a little room or something, you know what I'm saying? Something trying to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Get away from here, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody know how they fucked over me with the little job I was just on, you feel me? But I'm trying to get back straight while trying to keep straight where I'm at type shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, nigga ain't been out of work long, but you know, being out of work, you know what I'm saying, you know, the everyday things that people do, you know what I'm saying, you know, nigga take care of shit, you know what I'm saying, you know, whatever, but, you know what I'm saying, but anyway, like, you know, dealing with the whole situation that, just put it like this, if you're in the house with me, you know what I'm saying, everybody know what I've been talking about. You know what I'm saying? What I, you know what I'm saying? What been happening, you know what I'm saying? It's starting, people starting to see really what's going on, and you know what I'm saying? What I've been talking about, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you've been in the house with me, you know what I'm saying, while I was talking about what I was talking about, would you take actions for them to put yourself in what I'm talking about? To be talked about within the shit I be talking about? I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question. I just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You know, some shit on this journey, it happened, you know what I'm saying, and then the way it happened, you know what I'm saying, it'd be like, damn, Pops, you know, you could see the common sense, but you be like, you know what I'm saying, and then you look at the people like, damn, like, when you actually write, like, really like this, watch this person go against themselves, you know? Cause I think deep about it. All right. So basically, you know what I'm saying, all right. I said, yeah. I don't know, I fucking motherfucker probably see this, I don't say I might be put all the way out today, all my shit packed, you know what I'm saying, but everything, you know, for nothing. So, you know, as I'm looking at these actions, I'm like, you know, I had to catch a little voice recording, you know what I'm saying, so, you know, people, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm trying to see if I want to expose that right now or not, you know what I'm saying, I want to wait, you hear me, because, you know, that going to be a checkmate grand finale, you know what I'm saying? Because especially if you're going lying, saying I did you something, I got evidence, I ain't did you nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had to catch it, you know what I'm saying? I had to catch it, you hear me? Fuck that shit, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all playing the game, y'all got this motherfucker like basically, you know what I'm saying? You know everything I've been posting, like I've been saying, everything I've been doing, like I've been saying, everything everybody knowing, like I've been saying, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? So don't you know I just right here. You know what I'm saying? People making sure that I'm doing what I say I do. You know what I'm saying? People, they're saying people to see if I'm living a double life doing something other than what I say I do, right? You know what I'm saying? But this people. And while you here, well, I make the content doing, you know what I'm saying, what I say I do, how I say I do it. You knowing what I do, and I do what I say I do. Why would you out the blue come through with some shit, you heard me, try to make it look like I do that, you know I don't do. Ain't that been the same shit they been trying to do? Make it look like I do something that I don't do. You hear me telling people all these lies about I do this and I do this and I don't do it? You hear me? Because it really make you think further. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we Louisiana, man. You got to think like what? Somebody walk up on and drop some voodoo shit on them, bro. I'm like, is you thinking? Hello? Like, what? Hold on. So she cutting herself out the blessing. They cutting herself out like, you really got an attitude? You know what I'm talking about? I know, I told her up, I said, I know it's for nothing. You know it's for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna know it's for nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna keep on going about nothing. I said, if you can sleep good at night, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that, you know. I'm like, you know, you said, go, I'm not gonna be, it's not embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? On me. Hold on. Did you just advocate yourself? Oh, man, I'm just saying, look. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, if a motherfucker really see this, you feel me? The only thing this motherfucker be mad was tell me, oh, you brought my business. Bitch, you ain't thought that was no business to expose? I'm not been exposing you stupid motherfuckers that been doing dumb shit. You thought it was, you thought you was outside of the perimeter, the limits. You know what I'm saying? No, that's rated E for everybody. What the fuck? You hear me? Thought it was supposed to be on the shh. Bitch, I'm about to be outside in 112-degree motherfucking heat down there every day, bitch. You hear me? Now I'm saying my life in jeopardy, bitch. I had a minor heat stroke the year before last. Bitch, what the fuck wrong with this? Last year, man, you know, I'm saying, no, but you know, like, bitch, I gotta situate, you know what I'm saying, So, as I'm thinking about it, you know what I'm saying, with the people that's, you know what I'm saying, actually down with everything, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind what's going on. To me, really, you know what I'm saying, all this shit being packed like this, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking like God packed this up, really, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking like, that's a forward movement. Though when I say, you know what I'm saying, when you get to a certain point, you know what I'm saying, when you can actually see clear, you know what I'm saying, you actually sitting back seeing somebody trying to make you see unclear, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, when you actually seeing the actions, you know what I'm saying, because when they come to a certain point, or the actions they're trying to take, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to make you take an action, you know what I'm saying, they need you to take an action so bad to where they gonna start taking fluky dumbass actions, you know what I'm saying, it's just on you, whether you play attention to when, you know what I'm saying, they get ready to take them actions, you know what I'm saying, so as they're pushing the action, you know what I'm saying, I'm just sitting back watching them take them actions, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, damn, glory to God, thank you, Pops, because I know if they in front of my face like, yeah, I'm taking this action, then what's gonna happen with this action, I know that means you taking action, you know what I'm saying, you pushing them forward in the action, you know what I'm saying, actually you and the devil is pushing them into action, because he is giving them the thought of taking that action just to see if they're gonna go against you with the actions, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, as they take them action, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting back like, lights, camera, action, I'm just saying, this, like, watching the play, watching the show, you know what I'm saying, bunch of clowns in the circus, you know what I'm saying, performing tricks, you know what I'm saying, not even knowing I was the ring master, I came up in the, and next to the stage, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Hey. I'm saying, so sometimes the biggie want to do some things, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you feel me? So when you be actually just watching the actions, you know what I'm saying, the people, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? And the big ego, the whole lot of pride they walk with that action, it just make you see people different, you know what I'm saying? By the actions they take, and you feel me, like you really looking at a person, and it's like their whole persona is changed, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like watching you actually take an action that you think you're getting over, you know what I'm saying? On a nigga with, like, really like, you know what I'm saying, thinking about you taking this action, you know what I'm saying, knowing the actions that people been taking, you know what I'm saying, and the actions I've been taking, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, which is normal actions, you know what I'm saying, proving them wrong within the action that they tell people that I take, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, so make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm on the right course of actions that I'm taking, you know what I'm saying. The actions Pops asking me to take, I'm just saying though. You feel me? So, when they, you know what I'm saying, like I said, and they said, the universe gave them glasses. You feel me? Can't take them off. You hear me? Everything you see is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't change it. You can't force nobody else to put them on and see the same thing you see because them universal glasses made for you to see. And it just be amazing when you see the people right in front of you, like, and then you know what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, that made me feel even better, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit close. You know what I'm saying? That really just made me know that I'm really with that action. By the actions I've been taking, I'm just saying. Because look at the actions y'all taking to try to fuck up the actions I need to take. You trying to make sure you have me in a certain place looking a certain way. You know what I'm saying? To go with a narrative or something that you decided to say. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying, over and over y'all have heard me say, you know what I'm saying, by the way they went and played with them people that been watched anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, for them to be taking the course of action, there's a lot of fucking confirmations on what God got on the way. So, the actions really don't fuck with me anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta put my mind frame on and get, to whenever I got to do this shit or move this shit outside or whatever, coming out with I don't know. However, you know what I'm saying, just to think about that you want to have your reputation ruined in that way. But at the same time, as I say, the actions that they take, I just got to mind the action that I take, you know what I'm saying, for when he get ready to take these actions, you know what I'm saying, so I know I have a stable action to take, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. This might be a action that Pops pushing in the action. You feel me? Especially if you got paid to take an action, you know what I'm saying, and you that, oh, hold up, it's right there. You trying to pay me this to stop this at this last minute, you know what I'm saying, and you actually take that to be trying to stop me at this last minute, you're dumb in the action that you decided to take. Please continue to take that action. That means you was actually meant to take an action to leaving behind as I go on with some forward actions, you know what I'm saying, everything within my light camera action, though. Cut, you would not be, you know what I'm saying, the main attraction. I'm just saying, some people just don't think, But I'll be thinking about, you know what I'm saying, further out too, like, I ain't gonna be too long, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna be too long. Just have some thoughts, you know what I'm saying, because, the situation that I'm like, you know what I'm saying, because at a certain part, you know what I'm saying, after you went through a couple of things and shit like that, you be like, all right, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm in this little space here now. I know, you know what I'm saying, y'all seeing that, you know what I'm saying, so you stupid enough to take the action. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Which I already knew, you know what I'm saying, from the first time, of course, the actions that was took, but anyway, you know what I'm saying, like, you'll be thinking at some point, you know what I'm saying, even if you're knowing that the people about to, you know what I'm saying, so you wouldn't take a chance of getting yourself out of that, you know what I'm saying, but you'll argue about the point the way I ain't got nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying, so why you, damn sure, so they're just normal for you? That's not good, that either, that's not good. That's even more fucked up, you know what I'm saying, I'd rather apologize for having somebody talk me into doing something just to say that this is something I naturally do. But then again, that's my job, you heard me, to bring out something that's deep inside of you that you need to work your way through. So God could probably help you too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you're just gonna have to learn about a trait that you have to work on. You know what I'm saying? For you. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I be thinking about all type of shit. Don't mind the shit I be thinking. I did be thinking about shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I be thinking about why people do shit, you know what I'm saying? All eyes on, everything that I've been saying and shit. And why would you some shit don't be making sense and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? His dog Mike Holler, but I ain't saying nothing with this shit. But at the same time, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all be expecting me to be quiet about this shit while y'all trying to send me through this shit. Y'all don't want nobody to tell what y'all doing with this shit. Come on, man. I'm just saying. What the fuck wrong with that Brian, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know, if it was to defer me or make me change, you know what I'm saying? Or it damn sure ain't sure no, you know what I'm saying? No control over me. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, I'm just saying, like, if you thought this was gonna be control, I mean, that make me really think about your mind frame, you know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, why, you know what I'm saying? Not many motherfuckers that know about what's going on, that want to take your spot and what's going on. I'm just saying, no. I'm just saying, no, you hear me? I'm just saying, no. Man, I'll be out that bitch home, sleeping under a tree. You hear me? To keep on going toward what God got for me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what? And nothing gonna never stop me from doing that. And the more actions I see they take to make me, you know what I'm saying, defer away from that, that's gonna make me keep going toward that. Because, you know what I'm saying, why would you be trying to stop that? Especially something that'll be meant for everybody that's a part of that. Make me stop? You bullshit. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? You know, one time I picked up in my energy, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, it would probably be scare tactics to make me go back to, you know what I'm saying, the past energy, you know what I'm saying. Now, you know, that'll really be stupid, you know what I'm saying, if you trying to help me go back to the mode. Oh, man, what the fuck did you think about, man, you hear me? Oh, man. I like. Hey, y'all talk all that big shit, you hear me? You know, Boo Boo was actually smarter than Yogi. But Yogi just was smarter than the average belt. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all just like Yogi, man, go crazy trying to stick that, still that picnic basket. You hear me? Like. I'm telling you. Bitch, you supposed to be able to have a part of the basket. Bitch, you trying to steal the whole basket. You hear me? You hear me? Go up on all that food to that fucking picnic, you hear me? Know what I'm saying? Bitch, you trying to take the whole picnic to yourself, you hear me? Know what I'm saying? Bitch, you know that wasn't your picnic. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You hear me? That shit, that too. That shit crazy, man. You hear me? Hey, I don't know, man. You know, hey. I'm sorry, I never think of some shit, man. I be thinking about shit, you hear me? Know what I'm saying? You know. But I'm just saying, though, like, motherfuckers that be thinking about them having bad reputation, man. You having a bad reputation, you ever thought about why you try to make me have a bad reputation? And part of the lies that was spread, you know what I'm saying, why nigga ain't getting caught, bitch, my resume too good. I've been doing this too long. I've been gone too long doing this. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know that's something within God got going on. Yeah, bitch, they got shit I filled out for. I'm overqualified. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here, you feel me? At the same time, you know, but At the same time, like, having a fucked up reputation, then oh, y'all didn't believe that God really had me doing something and really had chose me to do something, you know what I'm saying? You remember that's why y'all took them actions to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I didn't look like and act like I was able to do something, God had me doing something. That probably why they want me outside, you know what I'm saying? They want me kicked out the house, you know what I'm saying? So it could fit a scenario, you know what I'm saying? But only for scenario is gonna fit for the people that's watching. Like, how you did it, no out of doubt. Yeah, you was there. Oh, you connected to that, all right. Oh, hey. You know what I'm saying? You walking yourself down the miles. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the reputation shit, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, to the point, all right, you want your reputation that, you know what I'm saying, another grown man that, you know what I'm saying, God gave him a platform to start talking about how God changed him, you know what I'm saying, into a better man, you know what I'm saying, as a grown man, you know what I'm saying, the things that God had gave him in the plan, you know what I'm saying. You did everything to try to stop that, to go against that, prove that with that man. You know what kind of reputation that is when you stand as a man or a woman? Ain't nobody gonna want you in their businesses. You heard me? Male or female. You heard me? Whether you own the business or you the motherfucker coming to it, ain't nobody gonna want to hold up, man. Hold up, bitch. You went all the way out your way. You heard me? Fed time on the fucking way. Bitch, then y'all commit perjury to prove that another man wasn't doing something that God had gave him in the plan, you know what I'm saying? I'm a God-fearing woman, a man, you know what I'm saying? That's the only talking to. You think I want you to come in here, you know what I'm saying, to go against what God had gave me in this plan? My business thriving right now. You think a person wants you to come in their business that's thriving, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you just went against a person that was trying to get their business up and thriving? You went through everything hell and back to make sure that it don't thrive. Man, oh man, nobody gonna want to deal with you like that, man. All they gonna you the enemy, your fucking competitor, not to pay you something, bitch, to ruin my shit. You hear me? But you take money to fuck over something that's good to you already. You already showed that. Message, I'm just saying though, man, I ain't gonna be long. You know what I'm saying? Just a little quick class session. You hear me? When it come to dating in the streets, whether male or female. Females, hold up. Niggas, what that nigga hustling, working, doing something. Nigga trying to get to a call, trying to get to this, trying to get, you know what I'm saying? If you just had the reputation of trying to stop a nigga that's going, you know what I'm saying? And then they see that the nigga made it and what the nigga made it to and what the nigga doing. Man, nobody gonna want to deal with you. Hold up, you was trying to stop that nigga from getting that. I ain't even going to all that, so I know what you gonna do to me. You see me getting closer to that. You gonna try to do the same thing you try to do to that? No. Ain't gonna, come on, man. Niggas too, you got females that own their business, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Niggas that do whole shit, you hear me? That do business outside this whole shit, doing this whole shit, I'm just saying. Well, bitch, you don't even want good businesses for yourself. But you spend all your time, you know, and got fair time on the way. No, I'm just saying, though, trying to stop another nigga from coming up and having them something in life, you know, no, bitch, you don't even want nothing in life. Or you can't get nothing in life without taking it from another nigga in life. That's the only way you know how to get it in life. Come on, man. I'm just saying. Just think about the course of action that these motherfuckers be taking on their own life, you know what I'm saying? Thinking they're supposed to be embarrassing the other person in life, you know what I'm saying? When you really motherfucking exposing your own self to a different type of life. Fucking over your life, bringing karma to your life, you know what I'm saying? Thinking there's a ha-ha, kiki, gam when it come to life. Man, I don't want that motherfucker, you hear me? Know what I'm saying? You hear me? Bitch, you acting like you a grown man? Cause I am, boy, they got, boy, God got them put some work in, boy, and I'm talking about really legally still putting some work in, you hear me? My bad, bro. As I, you know what I'm saying? The pussy, alright. Yeah, look at the extent of some shit there, man. Come on, man. All y'all trying to stop and get a piece of something that if y'all would have been real with, would have benefited y'all. How anybody gonna fucking trust y'all if y'all trying to get to something that, I'm just saying though, the people got something. You ain't gonna never be around no billionaire. Why? Because you have a reputation trying to motherfucking take from them. You're organized crime. Rico, I'm just saying though. Come on, man. Ain't nobody of no motherfucking money and status gonna want y'all around them, man. Look what y'all went through. To do something and take something from a nigga that, hold up, and his job or what he doing with the blessing, to getting the blessing is to help people, not to overgive and just give everybody. You can't just help everybody, but you know at certain somebody, you know what I'm saying? You know. Almost like that, like old boy doing that got banned from Walmart. You heard me? That's almost how God blessing going. How he doing that right there? You heard me? Know what I'm saying? Everything is not meant for you, but you live right on everything you do. You heard me? Know what I'm saying? Make sure you help people throughout. That nigga ain't doing nothing but God work. Come on, man. You heard me? Real G shit. Ain't nobody gonna fucking want y'all around. Who fucking wanna be around somebody that's trying to tear somebody else down? That's trying to get something. If you looking at the motherfucker why they down, you know what I'm saying, trying to kick them while they down, you remember? But you ain't want a nigga to get up, so I know you'll tear me down. I'm already up, I bring you in and try to get you up. You looking at how far up I'm is, you know what I'm saying? You won't bring me down, you remember, so you can catch up, man. Get the fuck. Come on, man. Speak on some real shit, you know what I'm saying, out this bitch, you heard me? This ain't no fucking game with y'all playing out this bitch, you heard me? Some real G shit. Whatever go on with the situation with this shit, you heard me, you know what I'm saying? You know, cause I know it's gonna happen with this shit because of the kind of constant non-factor fucking attitude back and forth around this bitch, you heard me, you know what I'm saying? That came out the blue with this shit, you know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah. You got to try to man-make a disaster in my life to show that God ain't in my life. But God making you take them actions to all my life so he could get a bigger glory on what he did in my life, you heard me? Because he want to make sure nothing comes from nobody that he didn't sin in life. Come on, man. You ain't noticing? You ain't letting nothing natural happen? You trying to force a situation of life? Don't blame me but that karma that's coming to your life, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the way you chose to live your motherfucking life. I have nobody that's trying to fucking stop me from advancing in life. I'm just saying. But anyway, let me go on and get off y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? I got to come up with a few plans, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's going to happen. You feel me? You hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? It's all in God's plan. You hear me? Hey, I ain't gonna stop. That's the real chosen one, bitch. Real, never the two or the three. You know what I'm saying? Remember that when you fucking thinking or talking about me. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Now watch what God do for me. You know what I'm saying? Turn me up, G.O.D. What the fuck, you hear me? Fuck this world and y'all can't around me.